Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a military field phone. This is a CA67AU, and Andrew sent this in from California. And this is kind of the big brother to the TA954 that we do conversions on. Anyway, this telephone is powered by a line source, and well, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. And Andrew did not really care for that power supply. He didn't want to really have to plug this telephone in for it to work. He was talking about the lights and things. He wants a bunch of the lights to work, and we have on number one, we have a voice, data, on hook, off hook, idle, ring, dial, traffic. We have the normal voice, high and low, and then we for the volume on the voice, and a ring off and on, and low and high. And the TA954 has all that. It just doesn't have all the lights. I'm going to go ahead and flip the switch on, and you probably heard that. What it's going to do is go through a bunch of self-internal checks, and we'll let it go through that. I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a look here at this telephone, try to give you a couple of different views. This is a really cool telephone. It's kind of like the big brother of that TA954, and a little more modern military field phone. The handset is pretty much the same, but I noticed something that they changed here. In the TA954s, you usually have about 6 screws here that hold on a little plate on this handset, and this handset does not have that. Now, whether this plate will pop open or not, I don't know, but the handset for the TA954 is the same handset. It's pretty close to this one, but I did notice that this plate no longer has screws in it. So we'll have to see if we can get in here, because sometimes we have to get in here to the handset because we have to do a receiver change and a transmitter change. So we'll have to get into that and see what we can do. On this one, we have receive and a transmit light also, and then an off and on for your power, your 110 power source. Anyway, Andrew wants to try to utilize as many lights here as we can, and we're certainly going to try to do that. We'll just have to go through the telephone and see what we can do. The other thing that they changed on this phone is this is like a piece of metal here, and then it's on like a plunger. So the hook switch has basically changed some in their design on this telephone. And that gives you a little look at that. I'm going to pull the telephone up some and swing it around. What you're going to see here on the back is, of course, you're going to see your power cord come into it, your power source, but it has a power source here. It has some battery that goes out. So you got your ground and your positive. You have a fuse for your 110 that's coming into it. You have an extra fuse here, and right here you can see CA67AU. We also have your transmit and your receive connections. This is a data port, and then they have another type of a data port here. Probably the same type of, probably takes in the same kind of data, probably just different plugs for different units, but they're both data ports. And so basically, it's real close to the TA954, but I would call it more of the big brother to it. And I'll try to swing this around here. I want to give you a look at the inside of this unit. because there's quite a few electronics in here, and it's a shame that we can't use some of the electronics that's in this telephone to light some of these lights. I think he wants to use when the keypad is being, a number is being dialed. He wants this dial light to light up, and a lot of these lights are all controlled by the electronics inside this telephone, and I wish we could use some of the microprocessors to configure a circuit so that we could light those lights, but unfortunately we have to take this board out, and you can see everything that's in this. It has quite a few microprocessors. It's a pretty elaborate design here, and it takes quite a bit of electronics to make this phone what it is, and capable of all the functions that it does. So anyway, here's the power supply. This is the 110 power supply that they have. We're going to try to do what Andrew asked and take this out. If we're going to have these lights light on the front panel, these LED lights, we're probably going to use some kind of a battery source. I'd like to get rid of the 110 power supply too. I don't think it's needed. It's a lot more than what we're going to need to do the telephone, and we're probably going to take that out. It's probably going to look a lot better with it out anyway, if you're going to use this phone for home use and set it up as a regular telephone. But it's really cool to see their design and their circuitry for this field phone. It's quite a sight, and it's packed full of electronics, and you can tell all the microprocessors that they have in here for all the functions that this phone has to do to work properly. And so it's really cool to see that, and it gives you a little bit of a look at it. So this telephone here is going to be a little different conversion than the TA954, but it's really going to be cool when we finish it up. The TA954s really turn out to be a really cool telephone, and we get a lot of calls about these. And these telephones are out there. You can get them, but from what I understand, they're not that easy to find, but they are out there, and that gives you a little bit of a look at one. And when we get done with this, Andrew's going to have a lot of fun with it, because these are really cool telephones, and we get a lot of calls about these. There's a lot of people that are interested in these. People who collect phones, people who collect military stuff, and who would turn one of these down? I mean, if you could come across one of these that you could use for your home, I think anybody would want one of these. We're also going to do like a music on hold, a flash, a redial on the keypad, and so it's really going to be cool. We're going to do a mechanical ringer and things like that. So it's just going to really be a cool kind of thing. I assume all these LEDs are green. When it comes to the ring, I may want to try to change that. It looks green to me in there. I might want to put a red LED in there, so that this, on a ring, when this light is kind of like an indicator that there's a phone, a call, and the phone is ringing, I'd like to see that in red, kind of flash red, because we have we're going to put a mechanical ringer in this like I do in the TA954s. It's kind of like a mechanical ringer, and it kind of sounds like this, but a lot faster. And anybody that's watched these videos knows what that ringer sounds like. So we're going to install the mechanical ringer element in there, and also what we're going to do is probably change this ring light here on the front panel. In case the ringer is turned off, this will still light, and it'll be your indicator that you're getting a phone call. And I'd kind of like to see that flash in red, because basically what we're coming down to here is we got all these lights and they're green, and it's kind of like the same old thing over and over. So I'd like to see some change of colors in these lights a little bit. And so we'll probably talk to Andrew about that. Whether he wants a green or red, it doesn't really matter. We'll talk to him, get his ideals on it. It doesn't really matter what color it is, I guess, but I think it probably would be better off red. It would be more of an indicator. And so we just got some things that this is an initial checkout, and we have some things that we need to find out what we can do with this telephone and what's able to be gotten away with on this, what we can make work, and what we can't. So we'll just have to see what we come up with. And I like to try to get as many functions on these telephones to work as I can, and it makes it for a better conversion when you do as much as you can with these. I guess you could just put a phone in there and dial out, but you know, it's cool to see all this stuff working, and that's what we try to do. We try to do as much as we can in these conversions. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. I'm going to try to do some more videos of this telephone while we're doing a conversion on it, and we'll try to get them out. I'll try to do a few if we can find some time. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.